Assalamu alaikum everyone.
After such a long time, we finally visited Rani Baug Mumbai Zoo. We went in June, and the heat was absolutely soaring, but it was still a memorable day. I'm posting this vlog a little late, but I hope you enjoy coming along with us. Let's explore Rani Baug together. Our first stop was the aquabird section. It was so peaceful seeing birds perched on the trees, standing in the water, and flying around freely. We even spotted some huge birds. For a moment I thought, isn't this the same bird we always see in animated movies delivering babies? It was really fun watching them up close. We also saw other giant birds resting on their nests. It was amazing to watch them sitting so calmly and caring for their nests. The whole area felt peaceful, with so many beautiful birds all around. Next, we headed to the crocodile section. Honestly, I had no idea Rani Baug had been upgraded so much. One of the coolest parts was seeing the crocodile swimming underwater through the glass. Watching such a huge reptile glide so smoothly was absolutely amazing. The moment it swam right in front of us, I was just like, wow, it was definitely one of the highlights of our visit. Then we saw the crocodile. I think it was sleeping underwater because it never came near the glass. It stayed completely still the whole time. Next, we visited the tortoise section. The tortoises were just relaxing in their habitat, and we even spotted beautiful star tortoise. After that, we went to the turtle enclosure, where we watched the turtles swimming underwater through the glass. It was really fun seeing them up close. Next, we visited bird paradise. There were so many colorful birds, parrots, and different species to see. We were hoping to spot a peacock, but unfortunately there wasn't one. One funny moment was when we noticed a tiny mouse inside one of the bird enclosures. It definitely caught us by surprise. Next, we reached the chital, or spotted deer, enclosure. Almost all of them were resting quietly under the shade. With the extreme summer heat this year in Mumbai, we couldn't blame them. We usually don't experience such intense heat, so staying in the shade was probably the best way for them to keep cool. It was lovely watching the whole herd relaxing together. Next, we visited the tiger section, and we instantly fell in love with this majestic beast. He came right up to the glass, walked around as if he was putting on a little show for everyone. Then we saw him again in the water enclosure, where he was actually swimming. It was such an amazing sight. He quickly became our favorite part of the entire zoo visit. Honestly, we didn't want to leave, but we had to move on to see the rest of the animals. Next, we saw two nilgays relaxing in the shade. I think one of them was a female. After resting for a while, one of them stood up and started walking. For a moment, I thought it had hurt its leg because of the way it was walking, but it seemed to be just moving slowly in the heat. Next, we reached the hippopotamus enclosure. Unfortunately, we couldn't see them properly because they were almost completely submerged in the water. And there wasn't a glass viewing area. All we could see was the top of their backs, and at one point, a crow even landed on one of them. Then we visited the monkey section and saw different species of monkeys. We didn't record all of them because by then we were getting really tired and hungry after walking in the heat. Still, it was fun watching them before moving on. Next, we came across the hyena. It was resting peacefully inside its cave, probably trying to stay cool from the summer heat. We only got a quick glimpse before moving on to the next enclosure. Before the hyena, we went to see the jackal, but we couldn't spot it anywhere, so we moved on. Next was the leopard section, and this majestic beast gave us quite a show. After the tiger, the leopard became our second favorite. It came right up to the glass, walked around confidently, then wandered off, did its business, and came straight back to the glass again. The glass viewing area here was amazing. It felt like we were just a few steps away from such a beautiful animal. Later, someone pointed out that the jackal was actually hiding behind the bushes. So we went back. We did manage to spot it, but the sunlight reflecting off the glass made it really difficult to see, and almost impossible to capture on camera. Before heading to see the penguins, which are one of Rani Baug's main attractions, we stopped by the sloth bear enclosure. It was standing quietly in the shade, with no real movement, just breathing heavily, probably trying to stay cool in the intense summer heat. We watched it for a while before making our way to the penguin section. Finally, we reached the penguin section, one of Rani Baug's biggest attractions. Unfortunately, there was a fast-moving queue, so we couldn't really stop and enjoy watching them. The zoo staff kept asking everyone to keep moving, so we only got a quick glimpse before exiting. It was a bit disappointing, but we were still happy to see the penguins. On our way out, we noticed this miniature train model. I'm not really sure why it was displayed here, but it was an interesting little exhibit to end our visit. That's it for our Rani Baug adventure. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.